Hello friends, myself Dr. P.P. Vani from Kokle Education Society's R.S. Sapat College of Engineering, Management Studies and Research, Nasik. I welcome you all on video lecture series for Engineering Chemistry on Unit number 1, Water Technology. In this video, you can able to learn determination of alkalinity of water, principles in determination of alkalinity of water, reactions involved in determination of alkalinity, formula for determination of alkalinity of water, and types and amount of alkalinities present in water. So, what is alkalinity of water sample? Alkalinity of water is due to the presence of which chemicals, that is hydroxide ions, which ions, that is hydroxide ion OH minus, bicarbonate ion HCO3 minus, and carbonate, that is CO3 2 minus ions. Means alkalinity of water sample is due to the presence of such compounds called as hydroxide, bicarbonate and carbonate ion. So what is the theory behind this? How the reaction takes place? So alkaline water when treated with acid, first of all hydroxide get neutralized. Means when you determine the alkalinity of water, you will have to perform the titration against strong acid. Sample is alkaline, then solution present in the burette is acid. Means this titration is also called as acid based titration, and the reaction takes place is called as a neutralization reaction. What happens when in a first addition of acid, hydroxide gets neutralized, and then after complete neutralization of hydroxide, alkalinity is due to presence of carbonates and bicarbonates also. When all the hydroxide get neutralized, after that all carbonate ions are half neutralized to bicarbonate, and after that only bicarbonate ions along with the some quantity of carbonates are present in the solution. So completion of this stage is indicated by change in the color of the solution. And which indicator is used? I think phenolphthalein is the indicator used for this titration. It is the first step. Phenolphthalein indicator is used, and endpoint for this titration is pink to colorless, means addition of phenolphthalein solution in the alkaline water sample, solution becomes pink, and when you start addition of acid from the burette, the solution becomes colorless. The endpoint you are getting, note down the reading. In the same solution add some quantity of methyl orange as an indicator, and when you add methyl orange as an indicator, change in the color of the solution takes place, and the change in the color, that is yellow to orange, means when you are added methyl orange as an indicator, solution becomes yellow. Start addition or continue addition of a strong acid from burette till that change in the color takes place. See here, when you see this titration, you are using the two indicators in one and the same titration. Up till now, you know the titration using only a single indicator, and you will have to stop the titration. But in this titration, you are using the two indicators, that is first is called as a phenolphthalein, second is called as a methyl orange. Phenolphthalein reading related to hydroxide neutralization as well as carbonate half neutralization ions, while methyl orange corresponds to half neutralization of carbonate as well as remaining bicarbonate in the solution. And when these two indicators are used in this titration is called as a dual indicator titration. How the reaction takes place. What is the reaction takes place? See here, when you see the reaction, I think OH plus H plus, it forms H2O. That is, all hydroxide gets neutralized by addition of H plus ion. And some quantity of CO3 2 minus, that is, reacts with the H plus, it forms bicarbonate ions. Means that first it corresponds to phenolphthalein. Means phenolphthalein indicator is used for neutralization of hydroxide and half neutralization of carbonate to bicarbonate. See here in the third reaction what is given, HCO3 minus, that is bicarbonates are present along with the some carbonate ions, addition of acid, that is H plus, it get neutralized. Means that's why we are showing this with that arrow curve showing that this corresponds to complete neutralization of HCO3 minus as well as some quantity or half quantity of CO3 2 minus present in the solution. Then what is the procedure adopted for determination of alkalinity of water? Simple procedure. Prepare alkaline water sample. Alkaline water sample means required to take hydroxide ion containing compound, carbonate ion containing compound and bicarbonate ion containing compound. That makes the alkaline solution. After preparing the alkaline solution, take some quantity, we say that it is a V ml of alkaline water sample. And in that alkaline water sample, add first indicator, that is phenolphthalein as the indicator, and start addition of strong acid in the solution till pink color changes to colorless. Means when you add the phenolphthalein as the indicator, solution becomes pink. And when you start addition of strong acid till the solution become colorless, let this burette reading should be a V1 ml. Note this burette reading as a V1 ml. In the same solution, continue the titration by addition of methyl orange as the indicator. And when you add the indicator, solution becomes yellow. And when solution becomes yellow, titrate or continue the titration for addition of strong acid till solution becomes yellow, color changes to orange. Note this reading as a V2 ml. Now you know V1 ml for phenolphthalein burette, while V2 corresponds to a methyl orange alkalinity reading. By knowing this V1 and V2, you can find out the phenolphthalein alkalinity by using the formula, that is phenolphthalein alkalinity is equal to V1 upon V into Z into 50 into 1000, and it is expressed in ppm of calcium carbonate equivalent, where V1 is a burette reading, V is the quantity of alkaline sample taken, and Z is the normality or molarity of the acid. Similarly, methyl orange alkalinity, I think reading corresponds to V2 ml. Therefore, V2 upon V into Z into 50, I think expressed in a ppm of calcium carbonate equivalent, where what I told just now, V1 is a burette reading, then V2 is a burette reading for phenolphthalein as well as methyl orange indicator respectively. Z is the normality of acid. Once you know the phenolphthalein alkalinity as well as methyl orange alkalinity, we will have to find out how much quantity of that hydroxide, carbonate and bicarbonate ions are present. For that you require to follow the chart, and this chart is given here. That is, see here, alkalinity, P is equal to 0, P is equal to M, P is equal to 1/2 of M, P is less than 1/2 of M, P is greater than 1/2 of M. And when you see the chart, see here, quantity of hydroxide, quantity of CO3 minus, quantity of HCO3 minus. Once you know that P and M, compare that P and M with the chart. Suppose if the value of P is less than 1/2 of M, Then which type of alkalinity is present? Only carbonate alkalinity is present while it absent for hydroxide and bicarbonate alkalinity. When P is less than 1 of M, means value of P suppose is 50 and value of 1 of M is 40, then it indicates that P is less than 1 of M, means in that case that carbonate and bicarbonate ions are present, and when carbonate and bicarbonate ions are present, the quantity of that is given. You can calculate for carbonate ion 2P, while bicarbonate ion M minus 2P, express it in a ppm of calcium carbonate equivalent. See here, when you see that chart, in that chart you never find hydroxide as well as bicarbonate ion in the same solution, because when hydroxide and bicarbonates are present, it get neutralized. That's why hydroxide and bicarbonate ions never present in one and the same solution. So from that, I think you can easily find out the types and amount of alkalinity. I think from that video you can get good idea for determination of alkalinity of water, types and amount of alkalinity present in water, and formula for determination of alkalinity of water. Thank you very much for your patient listening.